That's an important visit is currently underway in New Delhi. European Union officials are on a visit from today and tomorrow. This even as the 13th round of talks between India and the European Union for an FTA are currently underway in New Delhi. So who's coming? Well, Trade Commissioner Maros Sefcovic, he's going to be meeting with Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal. Along with him, Agriculture Commissioner Christoph Hansen is also going to take part in these talks. And EU officials will essentially unveil the strategic vision and roadmap for ties between the two nations. And this visit should also be seen as part of efforts that the European Union is making to reach and finalize an FTA agreement. Remember, 11 chapters, including trade facilitation, dispute settlement, SME competition, have already been discussed in the 12th round of talks, which concluded in Brussels. However, there are differences that persist as far as rules of origin are concerned, market access is concerned, duties on wine, dairy, and non-tariff barriers are concerned. Overall, India-EU trade that reached $135 billion in FY 23-24. However, leaders from both the sides, both the Prime Minister and European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen, they have assured their readiness to conclude this trade deal by the end of 2025, as they had discussed earlier this year. But why is the India-EU FTA significant, given the fact that Donald Trump's tariffs have created disruption across the global trade order, particularly for India as well, given the elevated 50% tariff on India. And Trump has also been reportedly urging EU to ramp up tariffs on India. However, whether EU does that or not, that remains to be seen. And this is also important given the fact that EU and the United States have already announced a trade deal. But there is readiness on the part of EU also to close this deal, given the flexibilities that EU indicated as far as the contentious CBAM issue is concerned. In fact, very recently, the European Commissioner Ursula von der Leyen stated that we need to double down on diversification and partnerships as the global trading system is crumbling. And they're looking at finalizing negotiations for a historic deal, she said, with India.